All right. Welcome to AGHS Grin and Barrett. We're going to play some lightning rounds for you. First one we have up is called the Big Dump. So we're going to give our players either an object or maybe, or they're breaking up with something. So the first object that they're going to, or the first thing that they're going to break up with is they are going to be breaking up with, thunder. You guys are going to break up with thunder. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
I was caught breaking up with you.
Are you sure your name is Thunder? Because I would call you Lightning, because you always seem to come first.
Nice.
You always said you wouldn't do it again, but you just struck me twice.
Ooh.
You're always late.
You're always late. All right, now we're going to be you guys are breaking up with chocolate. You guys are going to break up with chocolate.
I can't.
I only want you when I'm sad.
I only want you when I'm sad.
I wrote you a little song about dating you. Here it goes. There is no like I know in this world of pure unbridled disappointment.
I'll be waiting for the single. Breaking up with chocolate. Remember, it can be based on brand names, could be types of chocolate, all these things we can.
I just never know what I'm gonna get with you.
You never know what you're gonna get, yeah?
You don't give me Hershey's Kisses anymore.
Aw. Just hugs.
They call you Nesquik for a reason.
Call you Nesquik.
You're always chocolate.
Chocolate. Nice wordplay.
You're such a Butterfingers.
Ooh, such a Butterfingers. Nice.
I think I should go the Milky Way.
The Milky Way. I like it.
I think our relationship should take a recess.
Take a recess. A recess. I like that. Again, good wordplay. Nice.
Why are you always talking to her? Who is she?
Who is she? Nice. I love it.
All you do is twix my words around in an argument.
Twix your words around. Well played. Well played.
Really? Really? 1 wasn't enough? 2 wasn't enough? 3 musketeers? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, now we're rolling.
You told me you had 100 grand.
You told me I had 100 grand. Oh, those are good. All right, let's get the next suggestion. The next one is you guys are going to be breaking up with, it's more food. So you're breaking up with a pizza. You're breaking up with a pizza.
You're too cheesy. Just too cheesy.
You don't have the dough I want.
Don't have the dough I want.
All you do is matzo yell at me.
Matsu yell at you. Oh, I love that. That's good.
I'm pretty fed up with you.
Pretty fed up. Yeah, play with the cheese.
You no longer have a pizza, my heart.
Oh.
These arguments, we just keep going in circles.
You You have
You toss my
pineapple on you.
feelings all around.
Nice.
Trey, what was that?
I guess I don't have to pay for delivery because it always takes less than 30 minutes, Ron!
You told me you were delivery, but you're really just DiGiorno.
All right. Well, we're going to move into a different lightning round. This one is called 101. So basically, it's a setup. So basically, they'll get 101 somethings are going to walk into a bar. So they'll say 101 blanks walk into a bar, and then they're going to come up with like a fun little pun. So an example, like 101 ducks walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve your kind here." And the ducks all look to each other and say, "Well, put it on our bill." And that's you get a nice little pun. So that's kind of the play on this 101. So you guys are your suggestion is going to be. You guys are going to be 101 basketballs are at a bar. What happens? So 101 basketballs.
101 basketballs walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, stop dribbling all over the floor."
Nice.
"101 basketballs walk into a bar. The bartender says, 'We don't serve your kind here.' And they say, 'Oh, but we've traveled so far.'"
Traveled so far.
"101 basketballs walk up to a bar. The bartender says, 'We don't serve your kind here.' The basketballs say, 'Wow, we're in a real space jam now.'" Waka waka.
101 basketballs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the basketballs say, "Ah, you're making me hoarse."
Horse. Nice. A game of basketball.
101 basketballs walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve kind here." And they say, "Oh, really? Then where was the bouncer?"
Where was the bouncer? Nice. All right. You got something? So
101 basketballs walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And they say, "That's okay. We were just here to meet a rebound anyway."
meet a rebound. Well, nice. That's a zinger. I like that one.
101 basketballs walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the basketball says, "Wow, that was a foul play, man."
Foul play. All right, let's get a new suggestion. So the new suggestion, 101 presidents. 101 presidents walk into a bar.
101 presidents walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." The presidents say, "Well, frankly, this is a witch hunt, okay? No president has ever returned away from a bar as much as me, okay? Not even close, believe me."
101 presidents walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve your kind here." And the presidents say, "Ah, this is so unprecedented."
Nice. Well, I love word party.
101 presidents walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the presidents say, "4 scores and 7 shots ago."
101 Richard Nixon's already in a bar. The bartender tells them it's time to go. The Richard Nixons look up and say, "I am not a drunk."
101 presidents walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here. You guys don't have the Constitution to keep your beer down."
Oh, nice.
101 Barack Obamas walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve presidents here." The Barack Obamas go, "Well, now let me just say, I am going to do something about this. I'm going to fix it." And then he never does anything or fixes it.
Your next suggestion is, 101 kittens kittens walk into a bar. 101 kittens.
101 kittens walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve." Oh.
Do the same.
101 kittens walk into a bar, and then 101 Discord admins tip their fedoras and say, "M'lady."
Good.
101 kittens walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve your kind here." And they all go, "Ah, you gotta be kidding me!"
101 kittens walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here," and they oh, messed it up.
It's okay.
Sorry.
If you remember it, say it.
101 kittens walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Come on, guys. You can't do this again. You're on your 9th life."
101 kittens walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." The kittens, they take it very well. They say, "You don't have to let me out. I'll do it all by myself."
Oh, me out. I love that. Was perfect. Awesome. All right. So our last lightning round is going to be Dear Diary. So basically, I'm going to give them either a cartoon character, a famous person or celebrity, or it could be a historical figure. And basically, they are going to just be reading out of the diary of whoever I give them. So it is whatever's in store. So, all right. All right, so we are reading out the diary of Plankton. Plankton from SpongeBob.
Dear Diary, well, I guess you'd better call me a baby, 'cause I want that gosh darn formula!
Dear Diary, ugh, my wife is being such a Karen again today.
Dear Diary, today I tried to get that formula, but Krabs kicked me out again. I got my eye on him.
Dear Diary, I have a plankton to tell you today.
Nice.
Dear Diary, today I started college to get my degree. Ravioli, ravioli, I now live in a dorm-ya-oli.
Your next suggestion is another cartoon character. It is Marge Simpson. So you're reading out of the diary of Marge Simpson.
Dear Diary, yeah, I know. I didn't think one man could get 4 concussions in a day, but that's my homie.
Dear Diary, I don't really know why I got a diary. I just think they're neat.
Dear Diary, everywhere I go, everyone thinks I have jaundice. And every time I just have to explain, that's just my complexion. I just look like that.
This will be the last one. I'll give you a famous person. Let's see. We are going to be, okay, so you're reading out of the diary of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Dear Diary, am I the deaf one, or is that Beethoven? I honestly do not remember.
Beethoven's a deaf one, but thank you for chiming in, Mickey. All right, maybe that was a little too classical. Maybe I'll find another famous person just to get it going. All right, you're reading out of the diary of Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark.
Dear diary, Daddy's home.
Dear diary, I have so much to tell you, Ted A.
And yeah.
Hey, dear diary, just got 10 terrible movie scripts on my desk. Good news, I'm gonna be in 10 movies.
All right, we're gonna do just one last one, just because I feel like it. Because so maybe everyone can chime in on this one. We're reading out the diary of Frosty the Snowman. Reading out the diary of Frosty the Snowman.
Dear diary, I'm really feeling the global warming today.
Oh no, hang in there, Frosty.
Dear diary.
It's cold. Good thinking.
Dear diary, I'm sorry I haven't written in a while, but I promised I would be back someday.
Dear diary, for some reason my hat keeps falling.
Dear diary, the glacier I'm currently standing on has approximately 5 seconds before it melts and I won't be able to write any.
Oh, no.
Frosty the Snowman works an 8-hour-a-day full-time job, but his kids and his wife don't seem to get that, do they? Huh? Can I have some goddamn quiet?
That was frostbitten.
Dear diary, I got a job at a greenhouse today. Didn't end up well.
Dear diary, it's my birthday today. Next entry. Dear diary, it's my birthday today. Next
Oh, it's
entry.
because it gets the one. Oh, that was great. Awesome. Well, that's our lightning round. So, awesome. Again, they just do some quick little one-liners. It's fun. It's just fun. Games you can play at home if you want. So, awesome. Play some improv games for you. All right. So, up first, we're gonna have Colleen will be introducing her improv game and the players in it. So, all right.
Hello. So the first game we'll be playing is Pan Left, Pan Right. And the people playing it, if you guys want to come put your cameras on right now, is Sophie, Andy, Kaya, and Trey. So how this will work is each person is going to have a number, and then so it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll see a scene between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 1, and so on. And it can cycle forwards and backwards, and we'll keep seeing different scenes between these pairs. So let's do Kaya, you're number 1. Andy, you're number 2. Trey, you're number 3. And Sophie, you're number 4. So do you guys want to repeat those back?
1.
I'm 2.
I'm 3.
I'm 4.
And again, just for kicks, for fun.
I'm 1.
2.
3.
4.
All right, perfect. So for 1 and 2, let's get a relationship. So does someone want to type in the chat a relationship for 1 and 2? Queen and king. I love that. Okay, 1 and 2 So Kaya and Andy, you guys are queen and king. Now 2 and 3, so Andy and Trey, can we get a location in the chat? Recycling center. I like that one. Okay. So Andy and Trey, recycling center. And now 3 and 4, let's get a occupation. Skydiver. You guys are professional skydivers. Okay. And then 4 and 1, let's get a like a quote, like a line to start off their scene. Choices. I'm gonna go with I'm pregnant is your quote. Okay, so let's go through and say what your scenes are again. So 1 and 2.
King and queen.
All right, 2 and 3.
We are at a recycling center.
Yes. 3 and 4.
Professional skydivers.
Skydivers.
And then 4 and 1.
I'm pregnant.
All right. Okay, perfect. So let's start with 1 and 2.
Sorry, what was that?
Are you guys all ready? Is everyone good to go?
What we're starting with again?
1 and 2.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Perfect. Whenever you guys are ready, go.
Yes, queen. I see you. You're looking drift out.
I know, you look so good too, King.
Oh, thanks so much. Are you ready for the ball?
I am so ready. How about you?
2 and 3.
So we bringing in the cans today. You know, got to make the money.
Yep.
About
Just,
2 months.
Yeah. Do you want me to start throwing them bags in the truck, or?
I don't know how it works. This is my first time here.
Okay. Well, first, take the bags, throw them in the truck. We'll bring them over to the actual thing.
Yeah.
Did you not take it? You know how this process works, right?
No
Next
clue.
scene.
All right, come on, bro. We got to jump now.
But we're too low to the ground. We can't go yet.
But if we don't go now, they're gonna land the plane. It's running out of fuel.
All right, man. All right. Just you tested our parachutes before we went, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like your whole job.
I checked them. It'll be fine.
Next scene.
You did, so you.
Oh, honey, I'm pregnant, but the trash needs to be taken out. Could you do that for me, please?
Hold on. Like, let's back up here. The trash can wait. You're pregnant?
Yeah, I am, but the dog also needs to be walked, so that would be great if you could do that for me.
Okay, honey, I need you to focus right now. I'm freaking out a little bit, and I think our daily tasks are something that we can hold off just for a minute while we have this conversation.
Well, if you hold off on them for too long, then it's gonna pile up, and you know what happens when our lives go to chaos.
are you? Is this a good thing? Are you happy about this? I can't really get a read on you.
I would be happy
right
if you would
now.
take out the trash.
Next scene.
Oh my-
So our daughter, she's gonna have to find someone, right?
I know, right? When is the coronation?
I don't know. You're doing that's your thing.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I paired him with the other king down the street.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll go fine.
Okay.
Thing. Leave them alone for 24 hours. Boom.
So you've like you went through the classes. So you're hired here, right?
Yeah, I may have bent the truth on my resume a bit.
Okay, well, I mean, we can just kind of. I'll walk you through it as we go. Okay, so this is we're gonna be taking all of the recyclable metals that we get in through here. They're sorted already. We just gotta move them from here. We're gonna throw them in the truck, drive them over to the next station. It's not hard. I mean, if you really don't know what you're doing, you can just. It's just taking one thing from point A to point B. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Let's start. Let's load up the truck and you'll drive over there. Okay.
Okay.
I'll teach you everything. Okay.
Look, I was gonna check the parachutes, but I saw this like 5-second video of a dog doing a backflip, and I put it on repeat, and before you know it, like 2 hours had passed.
Dude, I feel that. I totally get you. Here, I have an idea. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna test the parachute, right? You're gonna go first. I want you
Why
to
me?
test the parachute because
No,
it's your job. So you didn't do it before, so now you can do it now by jumping and testing the parachute. And then if well, I mean, when, don't even worry. When your parachute goes off, then I can know that, they're probably fine and I'll follow you.
But what if it doesn't work?
Oh, but dude, you said you were so confident just like a second ago. You said it would be fine. So why don't you can just go test it right now.
I would, but I ate like a burrito this morning, and it's sitting heavy in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
So
you
what-
should go first. Just to let the burrito settle a little bit
I
longer.
would love to, but it wasn't my job to, test the parachutes. I'm kind of I'm here to, do your report, and right now it is not looking great. So I think, as your evaluator, I would tell you that you should probably listen to me in order to get a good report, to the boss. And if you test it now, listen, if you test it now, I won't tell the boss that you didn't test the parachutes before.
Okay.
Next scene.
Well,
I'm trying. Okay, listen. So I don't want to react until I know your feelings, because if I react happy and you're not happy about it, then that's gonna be awkward. And then if I don't react happy and you're, I want to know how you're feeling about this before I do anything that's gonna get me in trouble.
I'm feeling overworked. There's so many dishes. The trash needs to get taken out. I'm pregnant, but I feel like we just take.
That's the one I'd like to focus on, actually. If we
Wait,
can.
which one? The trash?
No.
Next scene.
Right. So, what's the plan going on from here?
So I think if they just, we can kind of just push them together. I mean, of course she's gonna be meeting the people she wants to meet, but I think it shouldn't be too hard. We can send Jerry, the right hand man, out there to go get them together. I don't know. I think they'll hit it off. Well, what do you think? How do you think it's gonna go?
Oh, I think they'll hit it off too, just like we did when we were forced together.
Yeah.
And awesome. That was wonderful. Good job, guys.
All right, folks. The game we are going to play now is called New Choice, a game where we will get 5 players on screen, and they will turn their cameras on now so I can see them and not have to remember their names. And this game, we are going to give them a location, and they are going to act out a scene normally, but the twist with this game is at any time I can select anything they've done, said, moved, anything I so please, and say new choice, or I can have them come up with a new choice for it. For example, Malachi, can you turn on that mic for me? Malachi, if I were to ask you your favorite fruit, what would you say?
Apple.
Can I get a new fruit, Malachi?
Orange.
Can I get another new fruit?
Lemon?
I love that. And then we'd keep going, and I can do that with characters, voices, fruits, objects, ideas, anything I so please, and that is how this game is played. And now I need a location, and I already was thinking of this location. You guys are in a swamp or a bayou. Make of that as you will. All right, so I'm going to turn off my camera, and I will just kind of shout out interjections like the puckish poltergeist that I am.
Hello, welcome to your tour of the swamp. This is one of our less visited areas, so we actually get to do a more extensive tour. We get to take more time with it. Do you have any questions before we start? Yes, you sir with the hat.
Do we get to go like under the water?
If you wish, you
Sophie,
may,
new response. New answer.
No, actually, you can't. We have alligators down there, so we're trying to avoid the water.
What's down there?
We have rabid fish down there, so we try to avoid the water if we can. Anyone else? Anyone else?
I have a question.
New voice.
Yeah, okay.
I have a question.
All right, Blondie, what have you got?
How many gallons of water do you spend per year, and how has this affected your business practices?
Honey, I think, is this a school report that you're working on?
Yeah, I had to come here for a project.
I think you're a little confused. We're doing a tour of a swamp. We're not a business. I mean, we have a touring business, but this is a swamp. So all the water here, we didn't put it here. It's natural.
Ayo, Kimberly, can I start the boat up, please?
Oh,
I gotta
yes,
get home. Let's.
yes,
Okay, hang on.
New boat sound. New boat sound. One more.
Ooh, it's a little
She
excited
works
there.
fine. 15-year-old model, she's safe. Got
How
all
old?
the safe. She's 73-year-old model, works like a charm.
Oh, yep. This is our driver, Cameron, and she won't be doing a lot of the talking, and you probably shouldn't talk to her a lot. She's got a little bit of a temper, so
What does she have?
she's got a little bit of a social anxiety, so she doesn't really appreciate strangers talk to her. So she's just the driver. If you have questions, you come to me. Yes.
How many animals are located in the swamp?
This is a question I can answer, actually. We haven't taken an exact inventory, but I can tell you the different kinds of animals that are here. We've got fish, like I mentioned. That's something that is unique
There's fish
to our
right
swamp.
there.
Yeah,
There's
the
fish
big
right there.
big yellow
And
bass.
there's fish right there.
Put it in stew. Immaculate.
But please don't touch them. You can buy the food items back at
Malachi, new emotion about the fish.
Yes. See, this is the correct response when we see rabid fish. We back away. So good job for demonstrating.
Sophie, new clapping.
Good job for demonstrating.
I might need some help in back. Anyone know how to fix a 75-year-old boat? We're having some technical difficulties.
Not it.
Colleen, new reaction.
Maybe I could try.
Colleen, more enthusiasm.
I will try.
Oh, thank you. Okay. We just gotta get the motor running up again. We have the fuel.
Sammy, new reaction to Colleen talking to you.
I mean, you're what, in high school? Give it a shot. We'll see. Okay. Come on back here. We'll fix up the motor and put in more fuel. Do you know what this does?
Smells bad.
What does it do, Colleen?
Looks gross.
What does it do?
Tastes weird.
You see, that is not for eating, so I would appreciate it. Kimberly, what do we do in a first aid situation? She has digested engine fuel. Please, my social anxiety cannot handle this. Can you please help me in this situation?
Well, in a first aid
You punch her in the
situation-
stomach hard enough.
Oh, are you a doctor?
Oh, doctor, great.
Yeah, 100%.
Malachi, new reaction.
Nope, but that's what I've heard.
And scene.
Up next, I'm going to have Andy introduce the next game, and we're just kind of redoing our roster, and we're getting it ready. So, Andy, the floor is awesome job. All right, we're going to move on to our next game, and I'm going to introduce Sammy, who's going to be hosting the next one.
Hi, welcome. The next game up is group therapy, and it is a guessing game. It involves four players. One of the players is a psychiatrist or a therapist, and the other players are patients. But they're just not normal patients. They have strange and wacky issues, or maybe some like medical issue that causes them discomfort, like they burp frogs, or like slime comes out of their fingers when they're nervous, something like that. And so the therapist will end up going to a separate room when we find out who that is, and we'll give these patients their ailments. So I'm going to introduce the players that are in this game, and that's Colleen, Trey, Malachi, and Sophie. So if you guys could turn on your cameras for me, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Do you guys want to decide who wants to be the therapist, or do you want me to just pick someone? Doesn't matter? Okay. Let's do Colleen. You're going to be the therapist, so why don't you go out into that break room, and we'll get started here. Awesome. Okay. So, our three patients. Can we get some suggestions in the chat, possibly, of any wacky illnesses or things like that? A transformation, maybe, of sorts? Let's see. Let's pull this up here. You guys can flood the chat if you want with some. And in the meantime, I'll say the order of which you guys will be presenting. So we're going to have Trey number 1, Malachi number 2, and Sophie number 3. Okay? Sound good? Good. I saw some things in the chat light up, so let's take a look. Okay, cool. So let's have Trey, you transform into a kitten. Sound good? Okay. Malachi, you sneeze bubbles when you get nervous. Sound good? And then, any other suggestions in the chat before I... Oh, okay, and Sophie, you get shorter every minute. So that sounds good. You guys, let's repeat it one more time. So Trey, what do you have?
I'm transforming into a kitten.
Nice. Malachi?
Sneeze bubbles when I'm nervous.
Awesome. Sophie?
I get shorter by the minute.
Sadly, yes.
Sammy, this is like my worst fear.
I'm sorry. Let's bring Colleen back in here. I'm gonna join it and see. Awesome. So she's back. Sounds good. Okay. So, we're gonna get started right away. So take it away, you guys.
Hi, welcome to group therapy. Can we go around and share our names?
Hi, I'm Cameron.
Hello, Cameron.
My name is Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, my name's Lily Small.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Perfect. Well, those are all beautiful names, everyone. So, Cameron, tell me a little about what made you decide to come here today.
No, like, I was a normal child, but lately I've been feeling kind of weird. I feel was fluffier than normal. Feeling kind of cute. When I'm dirty, I just want to clean myself, but the aftermath. Oh.
Well, Cameron, your feelings are valid. Jack, what made you decide to come here today?
Well,
So
I was just scared that for some reason everyone kept approaching me with feathers and with little needles. They would always try and make me sneeze, and I just felt really scared.
I'm really proud of you for sharing that. On a side note, Lily, I don't think we should be laughing at other people's conditions.
I'm sorry, it's just kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me a little bit why you're here today.
Well, I've always been like a little smaller than the rest of the kids, and it's funny because my name kind of fits in with what's going on, but lately it's, kids have been making fun of my height a lot. And like all the time, like this chair, I don't know, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, like it's gonna swallow me or something.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to go through. You're really strong.
Well, I feel like it's getting weaker the more and more this keeps happening. Because someone could just like come over and just like squash me.
Interesting. We'll have to dive deeper into that in just a little bit. Now, Cameron, what is the greatest piece of advice someone has given to you through this experience?
Not too sure. I've been trying to kind of keep it to myself. If people knew, they'd be calling me names and making fun of me for the thing I'm becoming.
Are you, may I ask, I don't mean to bring anything up, but are you turning into a dog?
Oh no, but they've been scaring me a lot more lately.
Are you turning into a cat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. That is so hard to go through. You are really brave. And I'm sure Jack and Lily, we're all proud of you. Unfortunately, I do have to say, I think what's happening to you is for the better because cats are really cute. So I don't think you should be in therapy. I think you should move on and live your cat life. 9 of them, actually.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. And don't forget the check for therapy.
Of course.
Great. Have a nice day. Jack, do you have any sort of support system at home?
I think I used to, but I stopped using it because I always had to talk to other and be around other people, and it always just made me feel that.
Have you tried making sure to take extra time to wash your hands to prevent the sneezing? Or does that just get in the way? Because if you're sneezing bubbles, then, I guess you could use that to wash your hands.
Yep, that was correct. Good job, Colleen.
Well, what I can say for you is, there is a large pandemic happening in the world right now. We all have to be very safe about washing our hands. So what I think you should do is, since you're sneezing bubbles and that's soapy water, make sure that you sneeze into your hands. Okay? You have to make sure of that, and then rub it all around so that you stay sanitary. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Great. I'm so glad we worked this out. And Lily.
Hi, do you think you could like sit on the floor? Because my neck kind of hurts from looking up at you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Great. So, let's see. Tell me a little about your past.
When just I think when this started, if you're talking about that, this kind of started when I drank this little thing that said "drink me" on it, like from Alice in Wonderland. It was kind of like that. and then, you know, this all started happening after that, just like, you know, all the time it just keeps progressing.
Are you shrinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it can be hard. With 7 billion people in the world, you can feel so small. But
Yeah, I am small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I just want you to make affirmations to yourself and keep telling yourself that you are not small.
But I am small.
Well,
And
yes.
I keep getting smaller.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And tell yourself that, like, just put it aside and tell yourself that you are not small. And then I think from there you will begin to grow.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome job, you guys.
Yeah, that was really fun. We haven't done group therapy in a long time, and I'm glad we
Yeah.
played that. That was
Me too.
that was so much fun to watch. So awesome. Well, Sammy, you're going to be hosting the next one as well. And sadly, we lost Mickey due to internet connection. So pretty much.
Is Alex still gone?
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties, but let's have Kaya hop in. So Kaya can take Mickey's place. So it'll be Kaya, Malachi, Andy, Sophie, and Trey.
Trey, got it. Awesome. Perfect. Sounds good. Awesome. Sweet.
All right. I will hand the floor back to you, Sammy, and have fun.
Hi again. The next game up is called Voices from Beyond, and it is a storytelling game. So essentially, we have 5 players. 5 players, and they are going to be telling us a story about how they have sadly passed away. This story is obstacle. Its obstacle is they all have to be intertwined with how they died. So it has to be very together, and sorry. And I'm going to be getting locations and occupations for each of the characters and 1 location of where this event took place. I also will be putting them in an order so it's easier for them to play the game. So let's get the players on up here. So we have Kaya, Trey, Malachi, Andy, and Sophie. So if you guys could turn on your cameras, that'd be awesome. Thank you. So I'm gonna do it in the order that I said it. So number 1 would be Kaya. Number 2 would be Trey. Number 3 is Malachi. Number 4 is Andy, and number 5 is Sophie. So go through your numbers just real quick so we got it down. So
I'm 1.
Awesome.
I'm 2.
Great.
3.
5.
Whoop, whoop. Good job. So from our lovely audience, I'm going to get some occupations for all of you. So for Kaya, let's see. Oh, okay. Kaya, you're going to be a weather person or like news weather host, essentially. So for Trey, let's do a dog walker. You good with that, Trey? Dog walker? Malachi, you're gonna be a paparazzi. Does that sound good? Andy, you're gonna be like a celebrity or like some sort of famous person. And Sophie, you're gonna be a chef. Famous chef or just chef. Okay, awesome. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, but it's 3 rounds. The first round is sort of introduction of your character, what you were doing at the beginning of the day. The middle is about the event or how your death happened within that event. And the third should be the conclusion, and your character should already have been passed away at that point. So that's awesome. I'm going to be getting one location from the chat. So if anyone has any suggestions, drop them below. Okay, there's a few here. Let's go with, oh, okay. Let's go with a camping ground. So you guys are at a camping ground. Sound good? So everyone know their profession or their occupations? Any repeats? Nope. Okay, great. So I'll let you guys take it away.
Good evening. Hi, my name is Nick Tracy, and I will be showing you Channel 4, How I Died. So we come here on a bright sunny day at a campground. All right, what do we got here, Houston? Right, all right. So here's how it all happened. The 40% chance of bad luck right there on me at all times. Yep, that's why I'm here. Anyway, so I ended up walking through this campground to grab some shots of some people. Do not ask why. And so I went around, took a look at some of the camp goers. Some of them were roasting marshmallows. Some of them were playing board games. Whatever the heck people do at campsites. I don't know. So I was there that day with my crew, and while we were stationed in a nearby tree, I caught a glimpse of some low lives entering the encampment. It was big and stocky, and I just didn't know what to do, and so I said, "Hey, let's shoot this. Might as well, right?" My luck was not in the cards, or should I say, not in the clouds. I'm dead. Yep, and that is all. Back to you.
So I just picked up the last dog on my route. And it's a new house. I'm getting a down payment in case anything happens. They're telling me what to do, but this dog looks mean. He has this like muzzle on, and they're keeping him on a pole instead of like a leash. Ooh. I didn't really feel comfortable walking this dog, but you know, I'm a dog walker. Oh, and by the way, I'm Samuel. And so they were paying quite a pretty penny for me to do this, so I kind of had to, a little short on money, and no, I thought, let's not take this dog on the normal route where there's children and stuff around the park. Let's take him on this nice secluded trail through this campground. You know what could go wrong? And it just keeps getting worse from there.
Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm a professional paparazzi. That's the word, yeah. So I was just sitting in my home, surrounded by all of the pictures that I have taken of many different people that I've followed. But then I saw there was a few that I was missing, and that was just unacceptable. I couldn't have my mural be incomplete. And so what better way to find those final pictures was to go to the biggest campground that was in the town that I was in. And so I went there, and let me tell you, folks, I got some amazing pictures. One of them was so good, it was my last, but not by choice.
What's up? Probably already know my name. I'm Liam. I run basically just like a big TikTok account. It's been growing a lot lately, but been kind of stuck inside. So me and my homies decided to go camping. We didn't want to put in too much effort, so we just like looked up nearest campground, right? Started heading over. Yeah, it didn't go as planned, but I don't know. There's some weird people there, and I feel like when you're camping, that should be the place where you can kind of escape, you know. And yeah, it's not how things go with these stalker paparazzi.
Hi, my name's Kira, and you know, my brother Liam is like this big TikTok star or whatever. And so he wanted to, because we're like stuck inside all the time, he wanted to go camping with some friends, and I don't really like the outdoors, but I'm like in culinary school, so, and none of my brother and none of his friends, they don't know how to cook, so you know, I kind of had to come along to make sure they didn't starve themselves. And it, it was not worth it at all.
It was a dog. Yes, it was, Tom. It was a dog. So here I am going over to go interview this dog, but I noticed, hey, this dog has a muzzle on it. How am I gonna get anything out of this dog? We need to get that news. So I went over to the dog and tried to ask the owner what it thought of the weather today. And while the owner was explaining to me that the weather was okay that day, I bent down, took the muzzle off of the dog, and I was going to interview it. But before then, right after I did that, a few I don't know who they were at all, but a van came by, and a couple of people, some guys came out of the van with their phones, and I said, "You there, crewmate, go interview them. I want to get every single one of their shots. We need to get this entire area interviewed for the weather." Right. So now let me finish talking to this dog. So I bent down, and this is where things started to get really juicy, Tom. Tune in next time.
So I'm going down the trail, and all of a sudden this guy in like a suit runs up to me. He's like, "Sir, how do you think the weather is today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's good, I guess. There's no clouds. There's a sun, no rain, good weather."
But something I didn't notice while
I was telling him about the weather, he took the muzzle off this ruthless dog, and I swear they're like giving this dog steroids or something. He's beefed up. And I'm like, "Oh, no, what are you doing?" And he's like bending down trying to interview the dog. And I'm like trying to hold the dog back with the pole, like, stop it. And all of a sudden the dog, he turns back and he just bites into that pole and it snaps. And what happened next?
All right, so I arrive at the campsite and I see this dude with a dog. Not very interesting. He's not on my stalker list. I mean, famous people list. Then I see this weatherman reporting, asking him questions about the weather. And I'm like, it's kind of meh. He shouldn't really be here. Kind of ridiculous. But I see that he has a fellow crewman with him that also has a camera. And his clothes are a lot nicer. And then I have a van pull up, and I see Liam. One of the few people that I had been missing on my mural. And so I decided to hush, and I saw the weatherman speak to that cameraman. The cameraman was approaching, and I was thinking, no, he's gonna take pictures first. And so I snuck up behind him and commandeered his clothing. No one saw it, so I got away with it. So, and I just put him in the bushes. He's probably still there, naked. And so I approached Liam, camera in hand, and it was at that moment that the moment I approached him, I heard something snap behind me.
So basically, we're arriving at the campsite. It was me, my friends, and my sister, Kira. I mean, she's a good cook, so we're like, hey, come along. She's like, I guess I won't let you starve. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. So we're pulling up in the Tesla Model X. You already know. You already know. We're pulling up, and we see what I think was a weatherman. He's running around trying to interview people. It was I don't know, it was pretty funny. I was like, gotta get the content right. So we all hop out, and I whip the phone out. I'm running like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good, right? And I see him, the guy that's been chasing everyone down. I'm like, I don't even know how. I don't know why he's at the campground. I'm like, he starts running at me, and the weatherman was interviewing some dude with a dog. It looked like he was bending down to talk to the dog for some reason, and as soon as the paparazzi guy gets right in my face, I hear a loud snap, and I think that was the dog's. I think that it wasn't even the chain. The dog snapped the pole that the chain was attached to. You understand that? He snapped the pole, and the dog just. Oh, it goes. It goes. I don't know why they didn't have a muzzle on that thing. It was. Yeah, it was insane, and I mean, we're all right there. Is not good. Me and my friends were just like, oh, we start running back. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there right now.
Did you say we were in Tesla? God, he does everything. Everyone knows we were in a van. You know, there were a bunch of guys there with cameras for some reason. They caught it all over like those. Well, this guy, I guess he's got to be paparazzi. He's been stalking my brother for a while now. And I've had to chase him off a few times already. So you know, I was back there cooking, so I was a little distracted. And when I turn, I see my brother going to probably make some TikTok, and I see the guy that's been stalking him, and you know, so I just start marching right up, and I'm behind him, so he doesn't even like see me coming. He was in a nicer suit than he's ever been in now, though. So like he's been in rags before, but this time he was in a suit, so something must have gone right. Yeah, so I was marching right up behind him, to just, you know, grab this guy and tell him, you know, just give him a piece of my mind. But I accidentally, you know, stepped on a stick, and it made a loud noise, and you know, I was like, dang it, he's gonna turn around, he's gonna see me. And that's when I saw this dog out of the corner of my eye just start bolting at people. And that's when, you know, the chaos really started happening.
Tom, can we pull up a weather screen right here? So, right here is about 12 o'clock. This is where, you know, the luck was about 50% chance of good luck here. But now, we're here at probably about 12:30. And now, the chance of really bad luck has increased by 101%. So, moving on with my experience. So I leaned down with this dog. I noticed some conversation behind me, some people doing something, but honestly, I really didn't care. This dog knew what the weather was, and I wanted to get it out. And all of a sudden, the pole that was holding it there snapped. And the last thing I saw was 50% chance of a dog hopping on me and tearing my insides out. Flash before my eyes, a big 5-0. The chances were not in my favor, let's just say for that, and that's how I ended up here. God forbid my crewmates have to suffer 25%. And that's the weather for today, folks.
So this dog, it bites his pole with like the jaw strength of an elephant, a hippo. I don't know. It snaps it in half, and I'm sitting there terrified to what's coming next, and he jumps on this guy and just starts tearing out his insides, and I'm standing in horror. And I think to myself, I got to survive. I got to make that $200. I'm not letting this dog thing go over my head without money. So I slowly back up, and I forget the poles in my hand. I drop it, and the dog just shot its head at me. And I start to run, and I'm running. Oh, he's right behind me, and almost like a trap out of a Saw movie, I step on you know the like things you put in the ground to keep your tent up. I step on one of those, and it goes through my foot. And I'm trying to get away, but this dog, he catches up, and he went straight for the neck like a dead bunny, and I was gone from there.
All right. So the moment I hear this, the snap happens, screaming ensues. And I see Liam and everybody starts running, and I'm like, oh, no. This is my chance. This is my chance, damn it. Luckily, one of his friends trips and falls, and so I just book it, not even looking behind me. One of his friends trips and falls onto the campfire, and I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get him to turn around and look at me. And I just grab his friend, and I just hold him up and start moving his mouth and saying, Liam, please turn and look at me. And I hold him into the fire, and the two of us are there together, and I'm looking at him, and I'm covering his mouth, and I'm saying, Liam, please turn and look at me. I don't know if he ever turned and looked at me, but one thing I do know is that the picture I got was quite a picture. In fact, it was to die for.
So, what happened is I heard this snap of the pole snapping, and the paparazzi dude that's been stalking me for like 3 months sprinting at me. And, I just kind of lose it. I turn right back around, running for the car, and I look back, and my friend had tripped and fell into the campfire. And what he does is he holds my friend, and he is like, turn around for the picture, like a puppet. Like a puppet. It was insane. And I just hear him screaming back there, the paparazzi dude, turn around. And I look back, and I see a flash. And I just turn right back around, run, get right in the car, and slam on the gas. And if you know anything about Tesla electric cars, is they're always on one, and they do 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds. I went into a tree going like 75 miles an hour. Yeah, that wasn't fun.
So I stepped on this twig, and but it didn't matter because a distraction immediately happened. This dog started attacking, the weatherman and the owner, and so I was able to keep going after this stalker guy, no problem. And so I'm chasing him. He's running forward, trying to get pictures of Liam, and one of our friends just like trips into the campfire, and I guess the stalker guy used this as an opportunity to try to get Liam's attention, and so he grabbed our friend and started screaming at Liam to, turn around and get a picture. So I took that opportunity. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just thinking about, this guy is crazy and this guy might hurt Liam. So I just pushed him. I pushed him into the campfire, and he and my friend just went down. And as soon as that happened, I'm sprinting to the car because I see Liam going into that direction. I'm sprinting to the car, and just before Liam hits the gas, I make it in there, and then of course my brother ran right into a tree.
Awesome job, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching AGHS Grin and Barrett, our improv team. I'm going to bring everyone back on out. So turn on your cameras, come on out and do your little final bow. Awesome job. I hope you enjoyed that. So we had a blast. So thank you. Bye. If you liked our video, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button down below. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Awesome. Till next time, we're Grin and Barrett.